Hi. Walking. I am going to go for a walk. I haven't walked my usual route. Hello, Mai. Mai see me. Maybe she's going to come. But I haven't been getting my steps in, so I figured, I should go for a walk. Let's do a quick walk. We'll go through my old route down to the river. And I thought, why not make a video? Because it's so beautiful out. The temperatures dropped down to 33. Feels like winter. Uh-oh. Okay, Mai's not coming. So today we went down, I went and got the steel. And the high graded steel, the thicker steel. And the cost came out to be 30, I think it was 3,100 baht. So 3,100 baht. Ooh, here's Ham. Pamalai. Oh. I really didn't understand what that meant. But, so it's about $120. So the labor is 4,000. So far the materials, we're gonna say 3,100. Plus I bought locks, but I'm not gonna count that in. I bought 3 brand new big thick locks. Now, I don't know what Ham was doing, to tell you the truth. I'll have to get my wife to look at this video and find out. Here's the old route. Now, this isn't our farm when I come out this way. This is someone else's farm. Oh, I know what he was doing. He is making coal. Now I think in Thai they call this, now it could be in Isan they call this tan. And sometimes, you know what, I try to pronounce because my tones aren't right and they don't understand me. Oh yes. That is working. Look at the size of it. The smells of Thailand. We are getting that tree cut down. My other brother-in-law, Siyoung, he came through today with a chainsaw. So I was trying to ask him, are you cutting it today? And he pulled out the chainsaw because I want to see it. I have a video camera on there, a security camera. This is where I came before for the bird's nests. I see 2 of them. And these mango trees, man, have they taken off. That is crazy. And last time I was here, this was full of water. Now it's just full of junk. It looks like it might rain, which rain would be so nice. It's so dry, but I don't know. Okay, but anyways, yes, we're gonna get the tree cut, and I was gonna go down to do a temple video and talk about Nirvana, but I don't know if I should go down to the temple and do a Nirvana video, because I kind of find it interesting that what is the goal for a monk, if this makes sense. So you come to give yourself to be a monk, and I always think, what is the goal of, what's the end game? And obviously for some of them it's nirvana, Now, I believe that you can't reach nirvana without being a monk. Now, if I'm wrong, put it below in the comments, but I'm pretty sure, let me give you a view while we're talking about nirvana. I'm pretty sure you have to learn the teachings of Buddha to become nirvana. So what's nirvana, or what could say enlightenment? So the funny thing about nirvana, oh, these guys have been working here. So they are planting something here. Looks pretty cool. So this nirvana, if I look into it, you can't reach nirvana while living. You could only reach it while only death brings nirvana. So I'm assuming you don't be enlightened as a monk. And I could be totally wrong, but this is the way I'm reading it. Is that, look at this. To reach nirvana is what they believe is everyone reincarnates. Your life just keeps on, it just keeps on, it's like Groundhog Day. It just keeps on, you just get born back, and then either you're getting stronger. Now, so I don't know if every time you're born back, you're not, obviously not a cow. You don't reincarnate into an animal, which wouldn't make much sense. But, like, what is a cow? Does a cow think about how he's going to reach enlightenment? How he, at the end of his life, okay, let's say this. You keep on reincarnating. Once you hit nirvana, you never come back. So the monk, look at these, this is another farm, and they've got everything planted here, watering. Wow, they've been, I don't know what plant that is. So our monk, we're gonna call him he's pretty, it's kind of weird to say he's the famous monk of Ponam, which he is very respected monk. He gave us a couple of amulets today, so we went down and got those amulets made. And my wife is like, these are so important. Where I said, let's just give the guy the amulets, and then we'll go back into town and come back. And she's like, oh no, they'll steal them. And I'm just like, maybe. She's like, it's worth a lot of money. I don't know in the Thai world of amulets. I know they trade them, and the older, and they have these, they're looking through with a magnifying glass to see them. But to me, it's just an amulet. It's pretty neat. The way the guy makes it is, it's kind of neat because he puts it, encases it in plastic, and then he cuts it around. While I'm talking, maybe I'll just throw some of that video. I did take a quick little video of it. So the monk that is at our place in Ponam, I was told by my wife that he is leaving. And I was like, what do you mean he's leaving? She said he's going back to his hometown village, and he's going to start a Wat, or start it all over again. Which I thought, wow, that's interesting. So he's probably to where, if you were a monk this is where you want to be, right? So there's a business side, if I could say that. There's a business side of being a monk. You got to know the right people. These buildings, everything they're building is just, it costs so much money. Like they're making statues that are like 20 meters high that are sitting on buildings. So I'm just wondering if he's like, he's made it. Is he enlightened? But technically, to be enlightened only happens once you die and then you're not reborn. It's kind of a crazy concept because I have to look into this more. I think there's four parts of reincarnation, or there's 4 parts of coming back. So I don't know if I can be a monk. Okay, I could be a monk. I don't know if I could ever be enlightened. Can I go to nirvana? I'll have to research this more. Oh my God, this cow. This cow is so adorable. I remember there used to be 2 baby cows. Hello, hello baby cow. Don't be scared. Smell me. Hi. Hi. This cow is so cute. Hi. It's kind of sad to even think. Look at all he's so cute. That we eat these. I'm sorry, I was just joking. We don't eat you. Okay, we checked out the cows. We did the walk. Hopefully I got my heart rate up a bit, because usually I don't get any. I go for a walk and then I check my Apple Watch and I didn't get anything because it's like your heart rate's too low. Okay, so we talked about enlightenment. We talked about the gate material-wise. Did we hit enlightenment on, well, let's just call it nirvana. I think a lot of people call it nirvana. If you know a lot about nirvana, some monks, I think, come to just practice Buddhism for a year, 2 years, and then they go back being regular me and you. Like, if I could, I would like to do it for 1 week. Just to do, I like the chants, I like to listen to them. My brain is very noisy, so to try to calm my brain, I think it would help a lot. That's why sometimes I'm just like, what does it mean to be enlightened? Has anyone ever been, besides Buddha, enlightened on this earth? Have they reached nirvana? Has anyone broke the cycle? That's what it is. It's that Groundhog Day cycle of just born, suffering, life, death, reborn. And once you hit nirvana, I'm assuming that there's no more suffering because you're not, okay. The only suffering, pain is from earth. Let's just put it on earth. If you never come back, I'm assuming that's nirvana. But it's the only place that we go through a cycle. Uh-oh. What happened? This is a rooster. That probably got into a fight and lost. That's probably suffering. Okay, I'm gonna research more about, I don't know why I'm even thinking about Buddhism. What's the purpose? Where are we going? What are we doing on here? Do I got a purpose?